I'm here with Richard Allan today, who is one of our landholders who's participated in the Bristol catchment market. And Richard is a mixed livestock and top fruit farmer based near Hilperton.
Hi, welcome to Whaddon Grove Farm.
Why did you become interested in the Bristol catchment market?
We wanted to find a way to farm profitably, but farm so that we could farm with nature rather than against it. So that's always been our guiding tenet. And we also wanted to try out some new ways of farming, using rotating paddock systems and multi-species lay. We've mainly got sheep and cattle. And we've planted a lot of trees and hedging over the years. And you can have all the love in the world and all the enthusiasm, but fundamentally it comes down to how on earth do you pay for changing big blocks of land into a different land use. And that was the challenge. But we've been looking for a while for something that really game change, and a particular enthusiasm we have is getting water back on the land, re-wetting the land. This came along, it was a brand new idea, and we thought we'd give it a try.
What type of nature-based project did you provide to the market round?
We've taken 2 acres of land, which was proving really, really difficult to farm. It's land we bought alongside another piece of land, really to connect two pieces of land together. But it's an old turning circle on an arable field, very, very compacted, heavy clay and very wet land to start with. So we had this 2 acres and it lent itself to wetland. And that's fundamentally what we were looking for anyway. So it all joined together really nicely. We got that through the process, and the digger starts on next Monday and we dig our first pond. And so we've done all the planning, we've got the money, we're ready to go, and now the fun bit comes where we start to transform 2 acres of land into a mixture of scrub, grassland and wetland, which animals will be reintroduced into in time. And I think it's really important that when you're doing these schemes you find a way to reintroduce farm animals in a way that they mimic the way that natural herbivores would behave in a rewilded system.
What type of support did you find useful from the Bristol catchment market team?
Bristol catchment market team have been absolutely brilliant. We're farmers, we're not ecologists, we don't plan wildlife areas, and we didn't really know what to do, so we needed a helping hand. And they came along very engaged, very enthusiastic, and they actually did all the bits that we can't do. So I'm very comfortable with the idea of going in and creating wetland or creating grassland or planting trees and hedges as what we do for a living. But the bits we can't do, things like the mapping, some of the ecology, understanding how the system works, joining the dots, and then the whole market piece, that's not what we do. We're farmers. What they did is they fitted together really nicely as a team with us, and we couldn't have done it without them, they couldn't have done it without us. But you put the two together and it's worked really, really smoothly actually.
Would you recommend the Bristol catchment market to any of your neighbouring farms or farmers?
Absolutely, I would. I think everyone needs to bear in mind that this is a long-term game, so it's going to take time, and there's no huge rush to do it all in one go. So I would, and I have spoken to people, try to say, look, this is the way this is going to develop. It's going to be really interesting over the next 10, 15 years, but you don't need to do it in one go. So you can do what we're doing, which is we participated in the first round. We're now looking at the second round, and there's probably going to be a third round next year, which we'd like to be in. And the scheme is evolving. There's a lot more options available than there were in the first round.
What advice would you give to other landholders who are thinking about getting involved in one of the Bristol catchment market rounds?
I think the first piece of advice is don't be scared. Take it in bite-sized chunks so it's manageable. Taking a step back and looking at why am I doing this? What do I want my farm to look like in 30, 40, 50 years' time? And what sort of farm would I like my children or grandchildren to be able to farm? Farming with nature or farming in an environment that's been completely depleted of all nature, we're just on the cusp of that happening. And it needs people like us, but like all our neighbours, our friends and other landowners in Wiltshire and elsewhere to step up and work out which bits of land on their farm they can put aside, still earn a really good income from. And it's part of the mix of any good business farming is to have a spread, a diversity of income. So you're not giving anything up, but you can create an awful lot more than you have already.